NASA has discovered a new strange object past Neptune in space. What exactly is it? Welcome to Cosmos Observer, where nothing goes unobserved in the universe. NASA is full of experts in space science, and over the years, they have come across some bizarre things that have made even the most seasoned professionals reconsider their view on the cosmos. From terrifying exoplanets to discovering gamma-ray space bubbles, let's dive into space and see what we found. Vatican astronomers have spotted a mysterious new object beyond Neptune. Richard Boyle, using the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope, it was discovered on December 3, 2021. The trans-Neptunian body, codenamed 2021 XT7, travels around the Sun every 286 years and is smaller than Pluto. Even at its closest approach to the Sun, it's still 30 times farther away than our planet. Astronomers hope that studying trans-Neptunian objects may aid them in searching for the mysterious Planet 9. Pluto is a dwarf planet discovered in 1930 and was the first of more than 800 trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs, we found. 2021 XT7, much like Pluto, has an unusual orbit that's far more inclined than the motions of Earth, Mars, and other planets. Pluto was demoted from a planet to a dwarf planet, which, despite its name, is not a planet as defined by the International Astronomical Union. The International Astronomical Union, a global body of astronomy specialists, adopted a definition of a planet in 2006 that required it to be clear in its orbit, or be the enormous gravitational force in its orbit to be considered a planet. There was never a specific definition of what constituted a planet before this. The significant distinction between a dwarf planet and a planet is that the latter doesn't have dominion over its space zone. Trans-Neptunian bodies are named because they're further away from Neptune than any other minor or dwarf planet in the solar system. They're assumed to be leftovers from the solar system's origin, and they're made up of a mix of rock, amorphous carbon, and volatile ices like water and methane. According to many, Pluto's demotion is unjust and unreasonable. It's speculated that the gravitational pull of an unnamed planet has disturbed the orbits of several objects in our solar system's reaches. This extraterrestrial planet was first hypothesized by a group at Caltech in the United States in an attempt to explain the warp trajectories seen in these faraway frozen bodies. The putative planet would have to be around 4 times the size of Earth and 10 times the mass to fit in with the data researchers have. According to researchers, the clustered cores of several cold minor planets beyond Neptune might be explained by a body of this size and mass. Another theory is that the gravitational attraction is due to the combined influence of several smaller objects rather than a single colossal planet. Experts proposed this in May 2020, who indicated that Planet 9 could be nothing more than a hallucination. They suggested that what others perceive as a planet's influence is collective gravity, a vast ring of frozen debris comprising millions of minor planets. The massive planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are thought to have migrated to their current orbits, resulting in their current orbital distribution. Planet 9, if it exists, is located outside the Kuiper Belt, a donut-shaped ring of frozen debris that stretches slightly beyond Neptune's orbit. However, astronomers only have circumstantial evidence for its existence at this time. Because Neptune's gravity affects Pluto's orbit, Pluto shares its orbit with frozen gases and debris in the Kuiper Belt. Because of its massive orbit, a single round around the Sun would take between 10,000 and 20,000 years. Planet 9 is theorized because of the gravitational attraction on these bodies, and astronomers are optimistic that it'll be discovered in future years. Planet 9's likely position of around 46.5 billion kilometers from the Sun was found last year by another team of astronomers. Those expecting to find hypothetical Earth-sized planets suggested by astrologers or science fiction writers may have to keep looking. Recently, 4 new Neptune Trojans were also discovered by astronomers. Trojans are bodies that share a planet's or moon's orbit. The object in this case shares a Neptune's orbit around the Sun. They also saw the Bernardinelli-Bernstein comet, named after the paper's principal authors, Gary Bernstein of the University of Pennsylvania and Pedro Bernardinelli of the University of Washington. The 2 researchers discovered the comet for the first time in the Dark Energy Survey dataset. The Bernardinelli-Bernstein comet could have a diameter of up to 100 miles or 160 kilometers. New studies are also helping to discover trans-Neptunian bodies. For example, the researchers have published the survey Dark Energy Survey, or DES, results, a 6-year survey that employs a telescope at the Cerro Tololo Inter-American Observatory high in the Chilean Andes to map out the outer solar system. A total of 815 trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs, have been discovered, with 461 being published for the first time in a preprint study publication. And with the building of the survey telescope at the Vera Rubin Observatory in Chile coming along with it being expected to be completed in 2023, more trans-Neptunian bodies are likely to be identified in the following years. It mainly comes from the Oort cloud, an even farther stratum of frozen objects than the Kuiper belt. At least 155 of the newly discovered things are classified as detached by astronomers. This implies they're far enough from Neptune that the massive planet's gravity has little effect on them. Instead, they're mostly bound to the solar system by the sun's gravitational force. Extended scattered disk objects, also known as detached objects, have massive elliptical orbits. The findings are interesting because the Dark Energy Survey was not intended to look for trans-Neptunian things. Their objectives were to define the theoretical dark energy that influences the universe's accelerated expansion. The survey data covers 20% of all currently known trans-Neptunian bodies, spanning an eighth of the sky according to the researchers. Similarly, in 2016, scientists discovered a mystery object orbiting just beyond Neptune that defies all expectations. Because of its erratic activity, astronomers have given it Nikku, which means rebellious in Chinese. The object was discovered by an international team of scientists utilizing the Panoramic Survey Telescope and a Rapid Response System, or PAN-STARRS, near Maui, Hawaii. The thing is approximately 160,000 times fainter than Neptune, implying a diameter of fewer than 120 miles. Nikku orbits the Sun on an orbital plane that is 110 degrees tilted to the plane of the solar system. The flat orbital disk in which the planets revolve around the Sun. It's currently above the plane and rising higher, but it'll begin to fall as it orbits back around. Stranger still, while nearly all of the objects in our solar system orbit the Sun in the same direction, known as the prograde direction, Nikku deviates from the norm by orbiting the Sun in a retrograde or backward direction. It orbits to a strange rhythm. Nikku is classified as a trans-Neptunian object, or TNO, due to this. The astronomers also believe that this object is not alone but belongs to a cluster. According to NASA experts, Nikku is not the only body in retrograde orbit. Several other bodies, usually comets, also exhibit this behavior. The riddle surrounding its orbit continues to perplex scientists. It's not the first time a trans-Neptunian object with retrograde orbit has been discovered. Still, when it combined with Nikku's orbital tilt, it's clear that there's something very unusual about this minor planet. With discoveries in every turn, it's exciting to see what it's out there that we are yet to discover and explore. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share this video. And to see more videos like these, remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notifications.